am the type of person that will rush everything. Like, everything. I be wanting stuff to happen, like, instantly. I'm so impatient. But just take your time. Like, listen, everything is going to work out the way you need it to work out when you need it to work out. You don't have to rush any process, because if you want something, like you really want something and you work towards it, it's going to happen for you. You rushing it, you tripping about it not happening when you want it to happen, will do nothing but delay the process. All right, let's use fitness as an example. Say you got like a fitness goal and you try and lose 20, 30 pounds. You got to understand that it took you years to get where you are currently, as far as the current weight you at. So you can't expect to lose weight instantly. Things take time. Everything takes time. So you have to give yourself time to grow as a person. Give yourself time to adjust to the change that you want to happen. You have to really give yourself time. I tried to lose weight multiple times, like multiple times. And honestly, what I realize now is I was just overdoing everything instead of just taking my time and letting stuff flow. Because if you think about it, if you just change your eating and you work out a little bit, like go for a walk, run a little bit, do some jumping jacks, you'll see results. But I was rushing it. Like, I was throwing weights around, going to the track, trying to do all of this stuff. And what I realized was I was burning myself out. And the more I pushed myself too fast, the more unattracted I was to the process, because it hurt. Like, I hated it. But if I would have just took my time, paced myself, did a little here, a little there, just start changing my eating habit. Like, it don't even have to be perfect. I would literally go on the internet and see too much information. Too much. Like, I would see people talking about not eating meat, then people saying you can eat meat, and then people saying don't eat this, don't eat that. Too much information sometimes is not good, because you don't know what to follow. Everybody has their opinion on what you should and what you shouldn't do. So I was taking in too much information, and I was trying to move way too fast, and it got me nowhere. So the only thing that works is when you are very strategic about what you want to do. You have to literally say, listen, life, I'm going to do it this way, and you got to come up with a plan. And the plan should be very basic, especially if you're just starting out trying to make a change. Because like I said, if you start out too fast, you're going to burn yourself out, and you're not going to want to do anything. Your plan needs to be very specific and very basic. If you want to lose 10 pounds this month, cool. Start changing your eating habits. Start walking. Go for a little run, a little stroll in the park or some shit. But keep it simple. Keep it very simple. Until you build up the endurance, you have to build calluses on your mind. You have to make your mind strong. You can't expect your mind that's so used to you bullshitting and being comfortable to jump out of hibernation and just be ready to go hard. Because it's not going to work like that for you. And what's going to happen is, again, you're going to burn yourself out. And you're going to hate the process, and you're going to give up. And you're not going to ever look back, because it's like, wow, I hate it. So now, I'm just carrying it how I need to carry it. I'm not rushing nothing. I'm not overthinking. I'm just letting stuff flow. Going with the easiest thing you can do is just go with the flow. Because, listen, nothing comes easy. Things take time. And the only person that's going to make it to where they need to go fast is the person that's really strategic about what they need to do. So, take your time. And listen, if you're trying to lose weight, you fat, and you uncomfortable, if you take your time, or if you rush, either way you're going to get where you need to go. But when you take your time, it's a lot more comfortable than if you're rushing into it. And don't let nobody tell you how fast you should be moving, because only you know how fast you need to be moving. You know if you need to go slow. You know if you could push a little harder. But if you gotta take your time, just take your time. That's just literally gonna be my words for 2021. Take your time, be patient, because I feel like we not patient enough with ourselves. Like, we really be just wanting shit quick. Like, today we got a plan, tomorrow we want that shit flowing. Like, tomorrow we want that shit popping. Like, we don't want to, like, go through the stages in the process. Like, we gotta take our time. And it's mainly because we be on social media and we be looking at so much imaginary shit. Like, it's easy as fuck to make an imaginary fucking world on the internet. And then there's a lot of people that don't understand that it's imaginary, and they really kill themselves because they feel like they need to be where this person is in their imaginary world. It's real easy to make shit look good. Y'all gotta watch out for that shit. It's real easy. Like, anybody can do that. I'm telling y'all, like, I just, as I'm making this video, I'm just thinking, like, yo, I really put myself in so many rushed situations. Like, so many rushed situations. I can't even talk right. My words get all fucked up. Like, so many rushed situations because I just wanted instant gratification. Instantly. I just wanted it so bad. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with wanting something so bad that you're willing to, like, just go after it right away. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But the reality of it is nothing is easy and nothing comes fast. Everything takes time. If it was easy and shit was just instant, everybody would be successful. And they're not, for a reason. Because when shit gets hard, people usually give up. Because they don't understand that outside of social media, in the real world, shit is hard. It's one of the biggest lessons of 2021. Not 2021, 2020. Try that again. One of the biggest lessons of 2020 I got was treating all my platforms like my digital real estate. Looking at all my platforms as a way to bring in cash flow. Like, that was one of the best things that I learned, because I was spending so much time on social media and I wasn't making a profit from it. Like, I was just on there for entertainment. But when you really take your time to look at all your platforms, your Facebook, your Instagram, your YouTube, your Twitter, your LinkedIn, Clubhouse, the list goes on how many platforms we have. But when you really take your time to look at them and say, dang, I can really benefit from these. And when you take your time, going back into my lesson, my whole purpose of the video of taking your time, when you really take your time and look at these platforms and come up with a plan to really leverage these platforms and bring in an income, what you can do is beautiful. The opportunities is endless. There's really people making $100,000 a month from their phone because they're understanding the value of social media and how many people are on each platform. Like, Facebook got like 2 billion users. Instagram got like 1 billion. Like, each of these platforms has billions of people. And you have the opportunity to use your smartphone and reach these people with whatever product or service you have. And that is crazy. Like, that's a game changer. If you learn how to use it right, over. So I just Googled it too because I was thinking about it as I was talking. So I'm going to just use YouTube as an example. So it says there's 2 billion users on YouTube. 2 billion users. Like, 2 billion. That's just YouTube. Now imagine if you had a product or service and you were really on YouTube every day making videos, every day creating content, every single day. Even paying for ads, because you can get Google ads, you can pay for Instagram ads, you can use Facebook and create ads to reach these people. Like, imagine if you was just consistently doing that, you taking your time, creating your plan, and your only goal is to reach as many people as you can. But because you're taking your time and you got your very mapped out strategic plan, very specific in your target audience, how much of a game changer would that be? So I'm going to go back to my initial lesson again because I tend to get off topic because I like to talk and I have a lot to talk about. I'm going to go back on my initial topic of taking your time. Taking your time is important because you see things more clear. So the reason why the lesson in 2020 was so important, which was use my digital real estate to bring in cash flow, it was important because I took my time to find some information, to study a course that I have. I took my time to educate myself on different ways to reach people. So because I took my time, it opened my eyes to different information that wasn't available to me at first. You start to see more things clearer when you can literally sit back and say, this is what I want and this is how I want to get it. Things start coming to you. The universe starts speaking to you. You start noticing stuff that you ain't never noticed before. When you really can focus on one thing, like on a specific idea, you probably thought about a car that you wanted, like this very specific car, specific color, and then all of a sudden you start noticing it on the street. Everywhere you go, you like, damn, what a coincidence that I see this car everywhere. It's not a coincidence, it's just what you're asking for being presented in front of you. And when you can sit back and understand how the law of attraction works and how the universe works and how energy works and how you vibrating on certain frequencies work, then you start looking at things differently and understand that whatever you want, you can manifest. But it requires you to focus on something for it to be brought to you. Nothing good comes from things being rushed. If you plant a seed today, you can't expect the apple tree to grow tomorrow. It takes years. It takes time. A baby don't come out the womb crawling. The baby can't even move. When the baby turns 6-7 months, start crawling, but the baby still can't walk. Things takes time. Sometimes it took my daughter a year before she started walking. But up until that year, she was rolling, crawling, scooting, trying to walk, pulling herself up. That's how you gotta look at life. You gotta go through life like that, understanding that things, it's a process. It's a process. You can't go from a 9-to-5 mindset to an entrepreneur mindset overnight. You're not gonna be able to do that. So, give yourself time. Understand that nothing is gonna come instantly. Make a plan. Stick to your plan. And understand the power of social media and use it to your advantage. Use social media. Don't let it use you. That reminds me of the line from Players Club. What she say? Make that money. Don't let it make you. We're rap though. We're rap. Use social media to your advantage. Don't just be scrolling, being in everybody's business. Learn how to use your digital real estate. Learn how to allow it to bring you cash flow. Set a goal and attack that shit. Go hard on that shit every fucking day. I'm telling y'all, we have plenty of opportunities. We have to understand them when they're in front of us, and we have to learn how to use them to our full advantage. Listen, if you like my video, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, and stay tuned because I'm going to be posting every day because I'm going to use my digital real estate, period. I'm going to use my digital real estate, period. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, y'all. Thank y'all so much for y'all love.